Today's a little bit of an apology for how I explained some stuff in the original version of Niko Light of Hope and kind of show how the deck actually works. So let's get into it right now. So as I said, this is a little bit of an apology because I actually mis-explained how Niko works because I thought he worked a little bit differently. Instead, it works a little differently. Niko actually does not allow you to turn the shards into something else because they've already become a different creature. I thought they retained the shard name and they don't, but I'm going to show you how that works here in today's deck, which is using Niko Light of Hope. Light of Hope. The original deck was called Shards of Hope. And it is basically a deck where you make a bunch of shards and you try to overrun your opponent with a bunch of clone versions of creatures that are big, like Ancient Gold Dragon, and then the new patched Plaything, and Enduring Curiosity. And it's just a bunch of different things you try to clone out using the shards. And then we have a bunch of other Duskborn cards to kind of help us out along the way. So let's get into it right now, show you what the deck can actually do, and then we'll talk more about it after. Thalia and the Gitrog monster. All right. Oh, an entity tracker. I have actually not drawn that card yet. So I will take that and I'll ride with it. Now, if I see an early mana dork, I'm going to path it. Yes, I know that doesn't amount to much in terms of negating their mana, but it does slow down their mana development for later turns. Because they're not guaranteed to draw. Now, a twisted turn that early is very strange to me, because usually it's better to have a creature out when you have that to get the explore trigger on its enters trigger. All right, so we could do... You know what? We're going to pass. I'm going to keep pass and entity tracker up. It seems like they're not mana screwed. So I can flash this in. Lunar. God, I haven't even played with this card yet. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain life this turn, each opponent loses. Okay. Makes bats. All right. End of their turn. I'm going to go ahead and flash in the entity tracker. My turn. And then I'm going to play Niko. We'll get 2 shards, which will then give us 2 cards off the entity tracker. Decline. We need the mana. We'll swing for 2. So that gives us 2 shards. Niko's online. We do have a Kappa Cannoneer, which has not been as great as I thought it was. I was thinking of unblockable creatures to try to smack with, but I'm not drawing enough of my artifacts to do anything with it. All right, there's Thalia. I should just path the stupid thing and get rid of it. Copies a trigger. Or I just cause... ETB, trigger, stupid. Yeah, you know what? Let's just get the Virtue of Knowledge down. She'll trigger twice anyways, going like that. I could just path her, but I should wait until their turn to do it. So we're going to wait. See if they do anything goofy, and then I just, nuke that. Because we have a Niko that we could just turbocharge a bunch of shards onto the board. Like if you gained and lost life this turn. Okay. So they're losing life. She does not have life link. So I'm just hoping they don't have a way to gain life to get the other part of the card to work. All right, I'm going to path that out of the way. Just so I can hit them. See, if we could get our hands on like a little mana rock or something like that, the Kappa Cannoneer getting down would actually be really good. Because then we could turn the shards into Kappas, but we're not getting there. So let's go ahead and make, what is that, 4 shards? Yeah, let's go with 4 shards. This is an enters trigger, so it's going to trigger twice. It'll give us 8 shards. It'll give us 8 cards. So hopefully we draw an artifact in all this crap that we're drawing. There we go, Cold Steel Heart. And a Collector's Vault. Perfect. Oh. Oh, wow. I didn't expect to draw this many cards. I kind of... Whoa. All right. And then the... To target tapped creature for each card. Okay, that doesn't work very well for me now, does it? I guess -1 make a shard. I was like, what am I doing here? Yeah, we'll just go ahead and swing. I have no mana. Choose 7 cards to keep. Okay, so we need... God bless. All right, we need to keep... I'll keep the Collector's Vault, the Kappa Cannoneer, the Mondrak, the Salvation Swan because it can flicker, the Rift because it can help us protect, and Plains. Oh, I gotta pick one more. Eeny, meeny, miny, Stalker, just in case they get something weird. Because if they like make me discard the Kappa Cannoneer or something, at least I have a backup plan in place. Now, the bad part is if they blow up the board here right now, I'm kind of screwed. Okay, well, there's the I'm screwed part of the equation. So let's go ahead and get this down. I mean, we have a boatload of shards. That's about all I can say. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not enough to play Niko and protect it. All right, what? Base power and toughness equal to the creatures you control, which is not a lot right now. I mean, I guess I could play the Invisible Stalker and get it down so it can swing, but then... Yeah, for now, let's just go ahead and put Niko down. Decline, decline. And... all right, I'm glad I kept this. This is like the plan B of all this. We'll make another shard. If Niko lives, they die to the Invisible Stalker. All right, they got a Myth Wither Pock. We could even do it with a little bit of style points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because we do have enough mana to play the Porcelain Gallery. I can't say that word very well. To do the whole power and toughness of the creatures. And then these would all become creatures, and that they would get plus 18, plus 18. And they'd be all unblockable. So, hoping my stuff lives. Cross my fingers for the cool play. Sure, you can take him out. I'm okay with that.
I need to stretch.
They have served their purpose. Okay. So, do we get the style play? Porcelain Gallery. Please let me hit you. Please let me hit you. Don't scoop. Don't scoop. Don't scoop. I played the gallery first because I wanted to make sure that they couldn't take out Niko in response to me doing other things. So that's going to flicker. Those are all 17. I forgot we lose one of them. So they're 17/17s. That's still funny as crap. I mean, even if they were to instant speed blow up the gallery, they still take 16 damage. I lose the... Okay, they're going to blow it up. I'm going to lose the style points, but whatever. They still die. It's like, whatever. Dang it. I wanted the cool, like, crater hoof without the crater hoof, and I got robbed. Hi, Wakeen. Perfect shot. Oh, boy. The 2 other times I've played against this commander, I have gotten myself smoked. So we'll see what happens. So I made a change on the fly to the deck. I don't normally like doing that, but I did it because I was tired of the deck just kind of like screwing with me. I'm going to kill that because I don't want it getting online. And so I took out the Kappa Cannoneer and I put in a Steel Plume Marshals, see if we can get some better results. Same mana cost, basically. Though I actually think the Cannoneer is 6 instead of the 5 that the Plume is. But regardless, I think I'm going to get better results because I don't have enough artifacts in this deck to actually make it worth my while. So that'll slow them down by at least 2 turns. That's a matter of getting everything going as quickly as I can, or I'm going to get blown up. My upkeep. That could slow them down a turn. Because if they spend their turn recasting Taii Wakeen, they're not going to do much with this unless they have an instant speed removal in hand right now. They path themselves. Wonder what that was. Oh, it was a land. I didn't pay attention to that. Okay. I'm gonna get the treasure. They're at 5, so if I play that, I'm okay. I think simply because they have so much crap going on, and I want to make sure if I do Niko, I don't have anything that would come down and cause me issues, so I think a copy of this guy, and then I would have 2 of them out. I want the Panharmonicon. I still have the treasure to use as the ephemerate, so I can protect the financier, or financier, or however you want to pronounce it. Or I can hang on to that for Niko. No. You can leave my stuff alone unless you want to burn some more crap. Got more. Now, if I can make them burn 2 of these spells, that would be great, because that's less stuff they're using later. Okay, so no big. All right, that's got rebound. I'm gonna use it, otherwise it stays exiled. That's annoying. All right, they're still at 5 lands. I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mana. I don't have a protection spell. Currently. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to use a mirror room. I'm going to copy the financier and get 2 of them online. I am not going to play a land. I'm going to sandbag for a turn. So if as long as one of these lives, I'm getting a treasure, slam a land, and then I can either unlock the Fractured Realm on there, and then I have 2 ETB trigger doublers, or I can just slam Thassa. We'll see what happens. Okay. Well, luckily I have all basics at the time for the time being. So yeah, we'll get the 2 treasures, which is awesome. All right, we have OG on deck. Now, I don't know if it's a great idea to stick Niko out here or if I should just do, you know what? Nah. We'll just go ahead and unlock the room. I don't think it's a great idea to slam Niko without a protection spell or boots or something there to keep them alive. Okay, so they'll kill that. That's fine. If you got another one, whatever. They've served their purpose. They've ramped me up to getting both sides of this locked up pretty good. Okay. Okay, this works. So let's do a plains. If I do, let's see, OG enters, it would gain, well, I can't gain life because of that stupid Sunspire Lynx. Could investigate twice. Niko would generate 6 shards. Then I could draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't do all of that. Like, OG can help me scry deep, but that's about it. So let's just go ahead and play Niko and see where we get. All right, and then we'll pass turn. I'll leave this open because this is instant, and then I can just crack a shard if I just want to draw a card. These spells are okay. Well, you can't gain 1 life with a Sunspire Lynx. I don't understand why people run life gain cards with Sunspire Lynx in their deck. Like, makes no sense to me whatsoever. All right. So we're going to crack a shard because it's a clue in all essence. Right now, I don't need the land. I need an answer to that board. Neither one of those are answers to this board. That's the bad part. And I can't gain life. So at best, I'm going to drop that. I'll get to scry. I won't get to gain life. Nope, nope. Nope, nope. Still nope. So yeah, we have dug about as deep as we're gonna get. Let's just drop the invisible stalker. She'll blank and I'll get to... Oh, multi-trigger, okay. I forgot that the trigger doubling capability on the Fractured Realm is not just ETBs, it's also any other triggers. Nope. Come on, deck. We're digging so hard and not finding any answers to that board, and it's getting on my nerves. May not matter. They may have 2 removal spells. Well, they can't shoot the invisible stalker. The stalker is hexproof. So I can block the Sunspire Lynx with it, but OG might get fried here. Okay, they just dumped her to X's 3. Ow. Actually, no. I might need her to help me scry. So, you are not an answer. You are a problem. I guess crack a shard and see what we find. I mean, I can't gain life with that, so what point is there to keep it? Oh my goodness. Oh, well, now it's a question. Who do I put this thing on? I don't know that it's the Lynx. I'm pretty sure it's Taii Wakeen. Though it may not matter. I mean, shoot. We're probably dead anyways. I guess drop a Thassa. I could have shut off the Sunspire links and then, but I don't think if I didn't leave her up, like all they would need is a single pinger, and it's just like, no. Oh, that would do it. Enters with 2, I remove 2, let them draw cards, but then it would get rid of it. I mean, it's an answer, but I gotta live for 2 turns to get to it. Submit 0, I don't need to blink. Alright, so I have an indestructible blocker until they kill OG, but if they have a burn spell in hand, I'm dead anyways. So, you know. Okay, so OG's gonna die. They've pinned her down. She can't attack or block. I mean, that was BMing right there. Like, seriously, you didn't need to do that. Just shoot me in the face. Chatterfang. Uh-oh. Now, I have yet to try Chatterfang on here with the new stuff, but I guess we'll see here how their build is, if it's actual squirrels or if it's tokens.deck, because the token variation is very powerful. The squirrel one is less so, but it's actually more fun because I have it actually built in paper that way. I took my old Chatterfang deck, which was like very, very strong, and I put like 30 cards from the new set into it, and it's just a lot more fun to play. All right, we're just Chatter of the Squirreling it up. And I'm okay with that. So we got Unwilling Vessel on deck into either OG or Niko, depending on what they have going on. That Grift is good. Let's just do the Unwilling Vessel. I'm going to swing because they can't gang block it. And then we got, like I said, OG's coming on deck or Niko. Niko's ideal, though, because of the 2 shards, because then I would get 2 counters on the Unwilling Vessel. Not if they kill the vessel. Not so much. Jadar. Okay. That is a problem. And Tear Sunder. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Let's get Niko down. We'll get 2 triggers on the Unwilling Vessel. We'll just sit back on that. So if they decide, you know, slam Chatterfang and start trying to kill things, you know, the Unwilling Vessel would die, but it would at least net me a body afterwards. I'm not blocking with Niko though. If they're gonna swing the 2/2. They have, if you don't swing those 2/2s, it's kind of pointless. Okay, so they had that. It's whatever. Take action, because I don't have a reanimation spell in hand. We have to survive long enough to overload that Cyclonic Rift. That's kind of like the game right now. So this coming turn is probably going to be OG, unless I draw something amazing to deal with, like Chatterfang or whatever. Like, Unable to Scream would be amazing. I love that little stupid card. Like, it's probably the best, in my opinion, for just a generic basic card. It's probably one of the best cards that has come out of this set for blue of any sort, because it just turns anything into a paperweight. And unless your opponent has a way to sacrifice whatever it is to get any kind of, you know, derived benefit, it's just like, okay. And it shuts down just some of the dumbest stuff. Yeah, I mean, if you want to sack your squirrels to kill my guy, I still get the 2/2 spirit. That's what they're doing. They keep eyeballing Chatterfang. It's like, I think they're trying to decide if they want to shoot this. Yeah, they're gonna do it. It's like, I know what they're doing. All right, there's a path to exile. I think Jadar is gonna earn that real quick. Not doing me any good right now, and not doing me any good right now. We need to dig a little deeper into things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, actually, the more I think about it, no attacks. We're gonna force them to do some stuff, and if they decide to try to use those squirrels to like shoot my things, I'm gonna path to exile my own creature to get to the 7th land so I can overload this Cyclonic Rift and clear this board out. So if we can make them have to reset, that's perfect. But if I can prevent some damage while I'm at it, well, that's even better. All right, they've spent their green mana. They can still shoot down up to 3 on, because these two over here on the right are squirrels, and the shapeshifter is too. Go ahead and please give me something to do here. All right, this is going to be the path to exile. Yep, I'm going to path my own creature so I can get lands. Yep. Give me blue. So that gives me 3 white, 3 blue. Next turn, I'm just going to do Plaza of Heroes and get ready to slam that Cyclonic Rift. All right, they don't have any squirrels unless they want to sacrifice. Well, now, no, because they could sacrifice the 3/2 and kill OG. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take the hit. I thought about it for a second, and then I was like, no, they still have 1 squirrel, that shapeshifter that's not Chatterfang. All right, and that's fine. So let's see here. I think we're gonna have to slow roll this. We're gonna overload the rift, but I'm gonna wait until they see if they play any extra crap into it before I do it, so that way they burn their mana before we go through all this. Now they might kill OG in response, but we'll see. Well, they probably will. Let's put it that way, but that's okay. Okay, good. They played Old Rutstein into this. I'm okay with that. Because all of this is going to go away. Come on, play one more thing. Burn the mana beforehand. All right. They fungal infection. I'll let them do it. Uh-huh. Blow the mana. I don't want them to be able to replay. Oh, that's perfect. Resolve all of it. That way, let it all go through, and then I'm just going to Cyclonic Rift. Yeah, do it. Give them hope, and then rip it away. Whoop. Back to the hand. All right, so let's go Niko. And we're just going to swing. We're not getting rid of any of this. Well, I could get rid of 1. I could draw one card. Because, you know, 3 Ancient Gold Dragons is plenty to work with. Because they're going to spend their turn rebuilding their board, and then they're just going to get squished like a bug. Yeah, see, they just burned all their mana for 2 things, which I'm okay with. I'm going to go ahead and crack a shard. Mondrak can get out of the way. Oh, there's Unable to Scream. Lovely. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we're 1 mana short of being able to slam the Ancient Gold Dragon. Dang it. All right. So let's make it so they can't kill our stuff. Pin Chatterfang to the floor. And don't think I want to expose that. Let's just go ahead and play the Soul Herder. We'll flicker Niko. Get some more shards. Next to combat, no attacks. End the turn. Soul Herder can flicker. Let's flicker OG this time because I want to dig a little deeper. We have plenty of shards. All right, there's land on top. That gives us enough mana now where I can instant speed save Niko if I need to, and next turn play the Ancient Gold Dragon and activate and turn the 5 shards into Ancient Gold Dragons and fly over and kill them. And they cannot do anything to us with Chatterfang because it is pinned to the ground with it unable to scream. So all we got to do is make sure that Niko lives through this turn. After that, it don't matter. All right, there's the land. Do I win? Yes, I do. Yep. Yeah, casual 35 damage in the air, which all trigger and give me a bunch of fairy dragons. So even if they were at a ton of life, I would get a bunch of threats. So very nice. Tiamat. All right, 5 color dragons. I'll keep this because I can slow them down with the banishing light and then nuke all the dragons. So I'm okay. We'll even stick the we can do foretell on 2 to get that out of my hand just in case they're running some kind of hand disruption. Oh, and I can slow them down, which I like Elite Spellbinder in this deck because besides the fact that I can disrupt their hand, then the shards can become 3/1 flying threats. So I've always found that to be a very beneficial thing. So now we have a good play on turn 3 to mess with their hand. So I'm guessing Mana Rock or a green ramp spell. My brain is not operating right now. It's starting to get late. Oh, no, they didn't. They got a tap land. All right. Well, let's get up in that hand and see what's going on. Earthquake Dragon, Zergo, Rhythm, Imrith, Intish Restoration. I don't really care about Rhythm. I don't have counter I have 1 counter spell in the deck, I think. Let's get rid of the Intish Restoration because it slows them down by several turns. That's at least a 2 to 3 turn like slowdown, and if they play the enchantment, I can just banishing light it. So it doesn't really bother me. Okay, so they don't have removal. So I think we're pretty safe to play Niko for the time being. Because we'll get shards. Because even if we have to blow up our own board, I'm not that concerned. So that'll give us a couple of things to work with. If they spend the turn, using the Interest Restoration or playing Tiamat, then we're still fine. I have Banishing Light to work with. Okay. I'm not that concerned about Imrith. I do have a board wipe. I think this turn is going to be Thassa, so I can try to flicker Niko to get some more shards. Because Niko Eris is just expended. Like, you don't want to put that out there because then it's just going to get you... It's going to get Niko blown up. And it's not what I want to do right now. And using Banishing Light on the Galazeth Prismari is not my idea of a good idea either. Okay. So we're just going to do what I said. We're going to throw down Thassa. No attacks. Let's do Niko, more shards. Just get as many shards as we can. We just kind of have to gear up until we get a bigger threat to be able to swing at them. And in the meanwhile, if they throw down, you know, a couple more dragons, well, then I get to blow them all up. And then go for the reset with Niko. Non-land permanent. The other thing I could do, as goofy as this sounds, is I could use Banishing Light on my own Niko this coming turn. And then set off. If I get a land, I can do that and then set off the Doomscar and then use the Argent Dice to get it back. Argent Days. I forget how you pronounce that word. Days, I think. We are going to soak up that damage for a turn. We don't need to take it because we're going. Okay, we did get the land that we wanted, but we don't have the white mana. That is a problem. So let's see. At the beginning of your end step, you exile another creature, not a permanent, just a creature. But Thassa does the same thing. And they would lose targeting on each other. So it's like, do I Banishing Light Niko in the setup for the Doomscar? Like, let's do Argent Days, Banishing Light, and I'm going to Banishing Light my own Niko. Or no, oh, it's non-land permanent and opponent controls. I thought you could take out anything. Never mind, I'm an idiot. Read the card. That one has lost its ward, so we'll just go ahead and get it out of here. Flicker Niko. Alright, we got a bunch of shards. Now we just need something that we can, you know, copy. Like, Soul Herders aren't it. Because that's, yeah. Can't be blocked this turn. This damage is to return it to its owner's hand. I can't really do anything with Niko's plus, and the minus is only going to do a little bit of damage, so it's not really worth the while. Hoorah. Well, I'm not concerned if I can exile it. Because it's land you control. Okay. So we have Enduring Curiosity is really good to copy with the shard thing. So I don't want to burn that right now. So let's just end the turn, flicker Niko. We have enough mana to use the Argent Dice to get Days, whatever, to get rid of the Kura and flash in the Enduring Curiosity, which then all of these would become Enduring Curiosities using Niko's ability. So we have options. It's just a matter of what we can do with it. They only have one card. I don't know what it is. That's fine. Sakura is death. So exile means goodbye. You don't get nothing for it. Pretty sure I'm going to let them draw the cards and just get rid of that thing. Because I don't want them to have a giant like 7/7 or 8/8 spirit. And it's just one less blocker for me to have to deal with. Okay. So that's an oil counter. That's a goodbye Kura. You can have your cards. That's the hit. Let's see if they have anything else they can play off of what I gave them. I'm going to flash in Enduring Curiosity. Verge. Niko is going to exile the Curiosity. I got a bunch of stuff that wants to say hello. I'm going to exile the Mystic. I want it out of the way so they can't block with it. All right, so that is 4 times 8. Yeah, I think they're dead. Yeah, they're dead, and I would have been drawing like, what is that? 8 times, 9, like 72 cards. So what did you guys think of this one? This is a little bit different than what I originally thought it worked out as, but it does work pretty well when you can get it going. It does take a little bit more. This is going to need a lot of help. It's not how I would play this deck if I were to build it in paper. It's not how I would want to, it's really not how I want to play it here in Arena either. It needs help. It needs something. And I don't know quite what that is. If it's counter magic, if it's more ways of protecting Niko, it runs very slowly. And I'm not quite sure what to do about that, because anything that's like super powerful, you're just gonna get steamrolled. Otherwise, I really had a lot of fun with deck. Like if you can turn your stuff into some big monstrous thing like an ancient gold dragon or something like that, it's hilarious. It's fun. I mean, I just made a bunch of the servers glitching out as I'm trying to do this outro. I just made a bunch of enduring curiosities and just smashed face with them. So that's a lot of fun to me. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. What would you add? What kind of ideas do you have to make this run just a little bit smoother? I'm all ears. I love suggestions. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I will catch you in the next video.